So, you just loaded up a game, rushed through the tutorial, and are ready to start learning your first main character. You look at the character select screen, stunned by the overwhelming options available to you. The age-old question suddenly pops into your head. What character should I pick? Sometimes you find the right character right from the beginning. However, not everyone is so lucky. So today, we're going to dive right into the rabbit hole and discover how you can pick up a new character. As always, we want to answer some questions. First off, is the character strong? We want to know which tier the character falls into so we can ensure we have the best chance of winning with that character. Secondly, what kind of playstyle do you personally enjoy? Are you interested in a rushdown character who doesn't give their opponent a chance to breathe? Or are you more interested in a zoner who focuses on long range moves to keep your opponent out and slowly chip away at them? And lastly, do you like the character themselves? I know this might sound strange at first, but if you really think about it, you're going to be spending a lot of time invested using this character. So if you don't like the things about the character, like their designs or how they are animated, their personality, story, and even things like voice acting, you probably won't enjoy using that character as much. Is the character strong? Of course, just because a character is good, that doesn't mean you can be better just by picking them up in all cases. For example, we can look at Sheik from Smash 4. Before she was nerfed, and even after that a little bit, Sheik was considered one of the best characters in the game. However, not everyone can pick up Sheik that easy and get wins. She was actually fairly difficult to use, and players had to spend tons of time learning and optimizing her techniques to show out her true potential. However, the opposite is also true. In Smash 4, when Bayonetta was released, she was incredibly easy to use and could easily zero to death combo characters without too much practice and effort to perform. In a case like this, you can say picking up a strong character will greatly increase your chances of winning, but it all kind of depends on factors like ease of use or your willingness to grind the character out. What kind of playstyle do you personally enjoy? Like I was saying earlier, this all depends on what type of function you enjoy playing with. Do you want a character like Wolverine in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with tons of rushdown options and mix-ups? Or do you want to play a character like Morgan who slowly chips away at opponents with projectiles and assist attacks? There are so many different archetypes available to players nowadays that you can find a character to fit almost every playstyle. You need to find a character to fit in your hands like a glove for you to be able to optimally play them. Now, I know you may be asking questions like, but LTH, what about games where you can pick more than one character? What about that? Well, this situation might be the icing on the cake for you. At some point, you will find yourself annoyed with certain matchups with your main character. In games like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you can pick up to 3 different characters, essentially meaning you can pick 3 different playstyles if you choose. Let's look at an example of a top player from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Chris G. His main team was Morgan at point to zone people out, Dr. Doom as second for his great assists with missiles, and Virgil as third because he's a great all-rounder. He can mix people up, he can zone people out, he was a really good character. With this team, he was able to cover a lot of bases with matchup spreads due to those characters being towards the top end of the tier list. They're really good characters, like I was saying. Games like this allow players to show a lot of their personality within the characters they choose to play. You want to find a character that meets your needs as a player so you can truly enjoy the game you're playing. Do you like the character themselves? You may think this is a strange question, but hear me out. Like I said earlier, you're going to be spending a lot of time with characters you main in video games, so it would be in your best interest to like the character themselves. For example, when Dragon Ball FighterZ came out, I knew Cell was going to be one of my main characters just based on his introduction alone. I mean, look at his intro. You gotta get hype when you see him power up. Check this out. The little things like these draw people to characters. In some ways, the characters become personas. Just like in an RPG game, you start to level up with your main character as you learn difficult techniques and combos and match up specific options with them. The character becomes a part of who you are and how you play, so if you do not like the character at all and decide to play them, you might not find it as rewarding. At the end of the day, you have to take all of these things into consideration when deciding what kind of character you want to pick. Even players at the top of their competitive scenes don't always pick who they think is the best character. It's okay to play a character you think are weaker if they mesh more with your playstyle and personality. After grinding it out with a character, they start to become a part of you as a player. You need to think about the type of player you are and which characters you believe you can still win with while having a good time doing it. And that is it for the video. What type of characters do you like to play? Are you a rush down maniac, a patient grappler, or a zone out monster? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Peace.